Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Welcome to episode 26 of the It's Obvious Gaming podcast. I, of course, am your host, Preston Pugh, and I am joined by my two best friends, Garrett Drake and Jacob Alka. Gentlemen, how are we doing tonight?
Well, we are doing well. I'm speaking on behalf of both of us tonight. Because we have another week off from work, and it's pretty sick. Don't care that we're missing out on a lot of money, because we get to chill and play Metal Gear.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, man.
Fine, guys.
I have a voice, too. I'm the
voice of us all at this table now.
I'm enjoying this week off. I miss the money, though.
I'm a strong, independent male.
Aren't we all?
In your dreams, pal. And don't say male. This is we're being gender neutral here now. We're all just its at this table.
Right.
Exactly.
Correct.
How you boys been this week?
Fine.
Very
good.
Very nice.
That's good.
I've been very nice.
You've been very nice?
Yes.
What have you done this week, Jacob? Give us and the viewers an insight of in the.
So you want to be in my life?
Let me dive into your life. Yes.
Okay.
Tell me what's going on.
Well, there's two things that I have to do pretty much every day.
Okay.
And that is go to class
and work
out.
Yeah.
That's something I do every day.
Play
no matter
video
what.
games.
And play video games.
It doesn't look like it's paying off very much,
It's
Jacob.
not, man. I'm actually losing it.
Are you really?
Slacking, yeah.
Oh,
Jacob.
I can't tell.
I can't either.
I got
you look just
I gotta
as
pick it up.
beefy as ever to me.
Yeah. Iffy.
Yeah. I said beefy.
Oh, I thought you said iffy.
No, I would never say that to you.
But yeah, a game came out that I kind of like last week. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What game would that be, Jacob?
I think it's called Destiny. The Taken King.
Wait a minute, guys. Destiny came out last year.
You're right.
Yeah.
So what are you talking about?
It's a new Destiny.
Oh, you mean the Destiny they took from the first one just to sell to me later?
Yeah.
That Destiny?
Yes, that one. But yeah, that came out.
That should have been in there at launch.
Honestly, it probably should have, but
I don't know. Taken King is a lot of stuff.
It's a lot of stuff.
It's
a lot of good stuff.
A lot of stuff that has surprisingly kept me hooked this past week.
Yeah.
I literally played Destiny the entire week instead of Metal Gear, which I'm so embarrassed to say on this podcast, but that's exactly what I did.
Yeah?
I'm very proud to have done that.
Yeah?
All of us played a ton of Destiny, I think.
Yeah.
So
I was not expecting to.
Yeah.
Me neither.
I wasn't expecting all this quest system.
Yeah. Once I beat the story mode, I was like, all right, well, that was cool. And then it just kept going and going and going, and I was just very surprised. Like, holy
It's
crap.
also very satisfying, the progression system now, how we're progressing and leveling up. It's way more. I think it's to the point now where it's more addicting because you unlock stuff quicker and you're leveling up quicker. You get to see the progression of like your armor and your weapons and stuff progress farther, especially with that infusion system.
And the
new
added. Class,
subclass.
Skill trees.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like my biggest thing that's kept me, really addicted to it this week is it's just every day I get on, I'm getting new loot that I'm using.
Yeah.
I'm at light level 280, and I'm 10 levels higher than I was like yesterday. Just we did a couple of Vanguard Vanguard.
That stuff gets you up high quick.
I know. I went up 10 light levels, and I'm getting new gear I haven't even seen before now.
Yeah.
So
let's save some of this talk for
our
our actual discussion.
Yeah,
which will be later in this podcast.
Okay, unless you just want to talk about it now.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Are we good?
Yeah.
Let's just do it now.
Let's just jump into it.
We'll get to our next thing later. But yeah, we're all doing good. That's pretty much it. We're doing good. I've just been playing video games all week. Me and Garrett have had the week off from work, and we've got another
I took the week off from work.
Well.
Just to play that.
Cool.
No regrets.
No regrets.
What'd you tell work again that you were doing?
I said I was at a wedding in Illinois.
Nice.
Oh my god.
A wedding in space.
Why Illinois?
Because he's from there. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Where in Illinois?
A little town called Mount Carmel.
Mount Carmel.
Yep. Mount Carmel.
Wow. Were you born there?
I was not born there. I was born like an hour away in a little town in Indiana called Evansville.
Evansville.
You ever been to Chocolate Hill?
How long did you live in Indiana before you came here?
5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Been here ever since.
Wow.
I've been here for 18 years. 2018
years.
That's quite a long time.
Yep.
Garrett, where were you born?
I was born in Piedmont Hospital in Atlanta.
Oh.
Okay.
And I grew up primarily in Gwinnett County. And then we moved to Cumming for middle school.
Okay.
In the middle of middle school, I moved to Orlando, Florida for a year.
Yeah.
And then for the end of middle school, I moved back here to Cumming.
Okay.
Cumming.
Cumming,
Georgia.
Yep, that's a real town. That's a real place, and people do live in it. And
Nice.
Been here ever since.
Sweet.
Yep.
I was born in Alabama.
Yep.
Are you really?
I was. Birmingham, Alabama.
So that's why you're married to your cousin.
Yeah.
All of your cousins.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, because that happens, I guess.
It does. Quite often. It's
Sure.
okay.
I apologize in advance to everyone. I'm using toilet paper to blow my nose.
Yeah, that's all right.
And I have a small trash can.
Dude,
right
I do that all the
beside
time. I will say Alabama. Huh?
Is using toilet paper to blow your nose, is that weird?
No,
Okay.
I don't think so.
I've never used
I don't know.
tissue paper.
You haven't?
No.
You don't have Kleenexes and stuff?
No.
What?
I just use toilet paper.
My mom has I live with my parents. Yeah, we always have
Loser.
tons of Kleenexes
Loser,
around the
we
house.
don't live with our parents too.
Yeah.
It's
I'm,
okay.
I'm trying to
At
let
least
these
we're
people
American
into my
working
life.
men.
I want them to know me. Because we've already talked about my school and my workout.
Yeah.
I might as well just share everything now.
Yeah. Except your
Seriously.
address. Don't
Yeah.
give that out.
Yeah. 2204 Blaze It Drive.
Anywho. All right. Well, this is the It's Obvious Gaming podcast,
Mhm.
a show where my two best friends and I get together every single week to discuss video games, obviously.
Obviously.
So let's get at it, guys. As we were just talking about the Taken King, it was the, as you probably know, even if you don't play Destiny,
Mm-mm.
it's...
It's a pretty big
whose
deal.
foot was that?
It wasn't mine.
That wasn't mine. Is your foot over here? Dude,
Yeah.
your feet are under my chair.
Are they really?
Whose feet are that? They're in my lap.
My bad.
What are
I
those?
thought my feet were under mine. Whatever.
That's weird.
Yeah. I was just trying to play.
You're a weird
footsies with
guy.
you.
It's okay.
What was that? Oh yeah. Even if you don't play Destiny or hate it, you know about the Taken King.
Yeah.
Because they've advertised
There's
it
been
quite
plenty of
frequently.
advertising.
Mhm.
Yeah. And apparently it's the fastest selling game on PlayStation ever
Right.
through downloading, I believe.
Yeah,
Mhm.
add-on.
So I think just in general as a game too.
Yeah, it
That's
beat
what I
out
read.
its original copy.
Yeah.
Last
pretty
year's
crazy.
game.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the original Destiny?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Just
Yeah.
on
well, it makes
Well,
sense.
think
if
about
you
it, because
think about a
everybody
lot
that
of people
had
have bought
Destiny
it
bought
since
it
then.
again, but
Yeah.
still, I know there's a lot of newcomers and stuff getting into it. Well, that just blows my mind. Starting that game all the way over, going through all of that. Would you
Yeah.
even go through all of that? Is there a point of playing through the raids anymore?
You mean
Yeah,
now or
yeah.
back
Not
in the day?
Now, no. Even if I were to just get Destiny, if I were to go to the store and get the Legendary Edition that has the first game, 2 DLC packs, and the big expansion with it, I feel like Vault of Glass and
Crota's in.
just there's no
Yeah,
point
they're
in doing them.
worthless now.
Yeah, besides just it being fun. I
That's
guess.
kind of how.
Who plays video games for fun?
I know.
right?
Yeah, it's kind of how these kind of games work, though.
Yeah,
I mean,
makes sense. It would be cool though if in the future they could I don't know, maybe make changes to them to make them fit your level or something.
that'd be
or-
cool.
I don't know if any other
I don't
MMOs do
know.
stuff like that.
Yeah, they have.
They do.
I mean-
Okay, well that's my suggestion, Bungie.
Remember,
Take it
this
or
isn't
leave
an
it.
MMO though.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a
not.
shared
It
world
needs to be an
shooter.
MMO.
Yeah,
That's what
it
they need
should
to
be.
do. They need to make it into an MMO. Make it as expansive as an MMO. I want to be in an area with more than 5 people.
One thing I thought about, though, being in an area with more than 5 people, wouldn't that get annoying in a sense? I need to kill 15 captains. What if there's
Not if
20
there are
people
more
in the
enemies.
same area trying to do the same thing?
Well, there needs to be bigger areas as well.
I don't know if
Right.
the areas need to be bigger.
The
If
areas
you-
are
if you're getting
kinda
more people, you don't want to
small.
add more space because it's just going to feel the same again.
Well, compared to the last MMO that I was really into was Final Fantasy 14.
Mhm.
Compare the areas, it's oranges and apples. It's drastically different.
Mm-hmm.
Probably more so different than an orange to an apple. So that probably wasn't even a good comparison. But it's Final Fantasy 14. The areas are freaking massive. There's tons of people running around, and I never ran into that problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I feel like there should be ways around that. Then again, Elder Scrolls Online, when that launched, there were people literally waiting in single file line to kill a particular boss. So you kind of got to get it right, but that
Yeah.
might take time of modding and stuff.
But
But
the
yeah,
thing in Destiny though is if you hit something, you get loot from it, or it considers that you killed it.
yeah.
That's
Or if
what I
you're in the
saw.
fire team with a
Right.
particular person.
Yeah.
So, but
I would like that. I know we discussed that
I think
when we were
it's-
talking about our sequel ideas for
Yeah.
Destiny.
Yeah, I think the older consoles might prohibit that.
yeah. So hopefully after Destiny, 1 is done, Destiny 2 kind of just says goodbye. Just go ahead and upgrade. It's going to be like 3 or 4 years since the X Gen came out. So,
but what we have right now feels like Destiny 2.
Kinda.
Yeah.
It's definitely way better.
Yeah.
I can already tell you that Destiny 2 is definitely going to be at 60 frames. Not that I care about that, and it's so random to say that. Sometimes I think about that. It's going to be at 60 frames. I just know it will.
Maybe.
You sure?
I know it will.
I could totally see it at 30.
I think it's going to be 60.
You think it's actually going to be a new game and a new disc? Because a lot of people think they're just going to keep adding on to the game.
Nope.
I think it will be.
Nope, new disc.
It's going to feel a little different. It's going to sound different.
It's going to be
at 60
different.
frames.
It's going to be different. It's going to be,
and that's just on the aesthetic level.
Yeah.
Gameplay, they're going to expand upon what they've just put in Taken King for sure.
Yeah. But let's talk about that. Let's kind of give it a first impressions of Taken King, kind of, what we're thinking as people that have been playing Destiny since the very beginning.
Yeah.
And I know Destiny is, it's kind of a taboo topic, like we've talked about a lot, but we enjoy it, and I know there are a lot of people that enjoy it. So if you are, regular listeners to our podcast, and you're not particularly into Destiny and have been thinking about maybe getting into it, I would say now is a pretty good time. For the price it is, it's like $80, but it's a substantial amount of gameplay that you have, especially if you're into, just kind of like a good shooter and play with friends. 60. Oh, it's only 60 for everything? Yeah. Okay, my bad. I thought it was
That's
80.
the
80s for the special stuff, yeah.
Gotcha. But I say go ahead and dive on in. But let's talk about things in the Taken King that we really like, the improvements that they made and stuff. And first off, I can say that there's actually a story.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Like, first off, like right when you jump in, you notice there's actually a story this time around.
And there's cutscenes, beautiful cutscenes.
Yeah, very good cutscenes.
I don't want to spoil anything. Never mind.
But they actually took characters and were like, hey, let's give them
personalities.
Let's actually make you kind of be interested in what these people have to say.
Who would have thought that Cade 6 is actually a funny guy?
Yeah. Awesome. I don't even know who. I didn't even. That was just the guy you went and talked to. That was just the guy
only voice
that you
he
went
had
and
before
talked
that
to
was just like,
honestly, you never
Good
even
Hunting
talked
Hunter
to
or something.
Yeah, something like that.
He was just there to buy Vanguard gear from.
Yeah,
that was it.
But I mean, I wouldn't say that it's like on levels it's like a strictly single player game by
Definitely
any
not.
means, but compared to what it was,
it's a significant upgrade.
Upgrade. So I actually knew what was going on in the story.
I think they actually got the hint that people wanted a story this time around.
Yeah. Well, I didn't even look at, kind of a little bit off topic, but I didn't even look into all this lawsuit stuff going around.
What?
Did you?
What lawsuit stuff?
Yeah, there's lawsuit stuff about that stuff was taken out of Destiny, like story-wise and stuff. Is that correct?
It's like the music composer guy.
Yeah.
He got fired for some reason.
I'm not even talking about that. I thought there was stuff. There was like concrete proof saying that like story stuff was taken out.
I think it's connected to that.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't dig deep into it, which I probably should have, because if we're going to talk about it. But
yeah, at some point during its development, there was a lot of stuff taken
which
out.
That's very evident through playing it. You can totally tell. Like there were scenes and trailers that were just gone.
Yeah,
and stuff.
That's happened with a couple movies recently. Specifically, both Spider-Man movies that recently came out.
Yeah,
they both had stuff taken from, or stuff that was in the trailers and weren't in the final version of the movie. Yeah. I don't know why that's a thing.
I'm fine with that in movies, really, because there's still a story in a movie. Like it has to have one. Destiny, vanilla Destiny, man, it was really bad story-wise, like really bad. Then again, and you couldn't skip cutscenes.
Yeah,
so
that was a nightmare.
You had to watch these cutscenes that you literally did not.
Now that we can skip cutscenes, like I don't even want to anymore, just because they're so cool. Maybe eventually I will.
After the second time I watched the opening, I definitely skipped it.
Yeah,
because I know what's going on. Because that's the thing about vanilla Destiny that really sucked hardcore, is doing like a daily heroic mission or something that had a cutscene in it, and God, if I ever did the very last mission again, the Black Garden mission, and had to watch,
that mission.
You get the Stranger's Rifle again and again and again. It's so annoying. So yeah, that's a huge improvement, being able to skip cutscenes, which that's kind of sad to say that it took this long to be able to skip cutscenes. So that kind of sucks. But yeah, my first big improvement is saying, that story, actually giving character to these characters that we've seen for about an entire year. And all of a sudden they decided to
start talking.
Yeah, exactly. So what about you guys?
Definitely story stuff I'm into as well. I think, like we said in the sequel, like I feel like everything they've done, I still feel like even after Taken King, even though it's a significant improvement, we're loving it. I still feel like Destiny 1 has been one giant beta for Destiny 2. Like, I feel like Destiny 2 is going to, like, blow Destiny 1 out of the water because they're going to take everything they learned from the first one and everything everyone loves about the first one and the improvements they made and other ideas they've yet to implement to make Destiny 2, like, just this massive, awesome, complete package that I feel like will initially probably get way better reviews at launch and will be accepted by the general public. Much better.
I actually like how they're taking people's feedback into what they're actually making.
I mean, that's
sometimes
what
companies
you have
don't
to do with a game like this,
right?
Though.
Exactly.
You have to do what people ask, basically.
Yeah.
So,
but it's that's the thing. Like, even from day one, I've always liked Destiny a lot, but I've never been crazy about it. And that's not, like, we say this all the time, it isn't us trying to hop on the bandwagon like, oh, Destiny sucks. Like, we by no means think that whatsoever. It's just, after a while, I'd play Destiny, especially the old version of Destiny. I'd, like, get bored after a while. Not because I'm like, oh, this game sucks. It's just I feel like I'd done everything.
Yeah, once we had beaten the Vault of Glass on, like, gotten all our gear and stuff, it's kind of just like, that's it.
Yeah,
like,
but
that's it.
Yeah, this new expansion, I knew I was already intrigued by it just because the idea of Oryx I thought was cool, and the rumors like, oh, the story actually makes sense, and like the leveling system's different, and blah 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 blah. And I was very surprised because I didn't keep up with any of the Destiny news coming out about Taken King prior to the release, and after playing it, I thought I'd play through the story, like you said, and just be like, oh, that was cool. Well, turns out there's a lot more to it than that, and it kept me hooked literally all week. Yeah. And it wasn't just like, oh, I'll play for like an hour or 2 days. Like, I played like for 6 or 7 hours.
I saw you on like a few afternoons. Like, you really put some time into it.
I know. Mainly because you guys were a little ahead of me after House of Wolves, so you guys hit 40 and got all your stuff quicker, so I had to like really grind hard. Not really grind, but
I know what you mean.
I had to just do a lot of extra stuff to catch up, but it was fun. Like, I enjoyed the whole ride, and it's hooked me for a while now. So, and I'm excited to do the new raid with you guys whenever we get to that.
Just gotta get your light up a little more.
Whenever we gotta get to that,
we're still trying to get some people in our clan.
Yeah.
I don't really know the best way to recruit people.
Me neither. I mean, we've said it before.
Let's just go on the forums or something.
I mean, I'll put I'll put the link to our clan on Destiny in this video again. So if you guys are watching and have any idea, I mean, I'm sure all of you have people to play Destiny with because it's a game made to play with friends. But if you guys don't have anyone, or if you're on and none of your friends are on, and you want to play with us, let's do it.
It's just a dream of mine to like go into a Destiny raid with people that I've played the game with before. Working together to accomplish something.
Yes,
like that's so fun to me.
I agree.
I don't want to just go on a website and get random people.
Yeah.
Just fuck off or fuck around,
Yeah. Just fuck off. All right.
Let's raid with the ladies and gentlemen of this small community we have on our YouTube channel.
Absolutely.
Even though it might be super small.
Yeah.
It's something we should do.
Absolutely.
We firmly believe in that.
Well, what about you, Jacob? What is the biggest thing you're kind of pulling from the Taken King?
I can't just pick one thing. It's just all great. It's everything I wanted.
You're the
honestly.
big Destiny dude out of the three of us for sure.
I'll just say some things that you guys didn't touch on. We're saying all these great things about the game, but we haven't even like touched the raid yet, which is arguably like the best part of the game.
Yeah.
And I've actually seen, I've watched a few bits of it, and it just looks like the best raid they've done by far.
Yeah. It scares me.
It's longer than Vault of Glass. There's new mechanics. There's nice skyboxes.
Skyboxes?
Particularly in the last fight.
Never mind.
What else? The raid just looks really awesome. And you have to be, I think, around 290 light. Yeah, so we're almost there.
Yeah.
280, man.
We just got to find a night where we can all jump on together.
For sure. I'd like to do that this week if we can. While we have time, because obviously we can't do it next week.
Yeah.
We need to do the nightfall before Tuesday, too.
I agree.
For sure.
Dude, I would do that tonight if you guys wanted to.
We'll see what time it is when I get home.
I'll see. One thing that I like to take from it, like I said previously before we actually started this topic, is it feels like I'm kind of like starting over again in like a good way in terms of like I'm getting greens and stuff that are way better than like these legendary weapons. It like works my butt off.
Yeah, you're not just moving on from legendaries to legendaries. You're moving on from like you're going backwards again. Yeah. And it feels even better going from green to blue to purple.
So it's like when I see a green or a blue drop, I'm like, oh sweet,
this
I
could potentially be better.
It. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I just love that's what I love about Diablo. It's just that it scratches that itch of just like, every single time you kill somebody, that's
and now when you kill
something awesome.
when you kill strike bosses, like loot actually pops out of the body.
Yeah, I love that.
I know. It's so cool.
Which was in the original game when they were like showing gameplay demos of Destiny.
Like at E3 and stuff.
Yeah.
And they took it out.
I rewatched that recently, the first demo, and it like blew
using
my
the
mind.
Thunderlord.
Yeah, where they got the Thunderlord. It was so weird looking.
Yeah.
I was
really?
like, holy crap.
How different did it look?
It just looked different. Hand cannons were like secondary weapons.
Oh, yeah.
You actually had to pull out your ghost for light. Just the skill trees looked different. The public events looked way cooler than they actually are because they're kind of lame, actually. When there's nobody there.
Right.
I've like never had a perfectly like orchestrated public event. It's all just chaos. Like anytime like a devil walker lands, I have like nobody with me, and it's just like
I think the most people I've ever added in one space is like 4, maybe 5.
Yeah. I want like 20 people fighting.
Yeah.
Like
Dude, there's been a couple
thing.
times where I'll be fighting like a Taken lieutenant, and the Taken boss will come out in a random area, but also a public event will happen at the same time.
Yeah,
and
that's
just happen
annoying.
to be 3 or 4 people. Like, I guess it's annoying, but at the same time, it feels like an absolute war zone to me. And that's cool. It's just crazy because there's like people, like enemies fighting each other, and then we're fighting both enemies. It's just like gunfire.
It's
everywhere.
only annoying if you have to like kill that guy in a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
Because they disappear if you don't kill them quick enough.
Yeah.
Well, the Taken King added a brand new area to explore called the Dreadnought, which is where Oryx himself resides. So
it's on the outer rings of Saturn.
Yes, which is freaking awesome.
I want to go into Saturn.
Yeah. What?
I want to go into Saturn.
I don't think
think you can.
I know. I'm saying I'd like to.
I think it's like
is it just
gas?
I mean, the Traveler changed all these other planets. It could change Saturn.
Right. I could be completely wrong. The last time I learned about planets was like
you can't physically land on Saturn or Jupiter.
You can't?
No.
Okay, cool.
They're just gas giants.
Yes. Okay. Well, then I was right, I guess. But yes, it's in the ring of Saturn. Looks freaking awesome. Like looking out into the skybox, like you said, looks beautiful. So what do you guys think about the Dreadnoughts? Is it a nice, companion to these planets? Does it feel small to you? Does it feel like
I think it's interesting.
It's a little small.
It is a little small.
It's very like what it has. It's really good.
It actually has like hidden.
There's plenty of things to do.
Yeah, just stuff to do when you're there.
Chests everywhere.
Yeah. That I have not found one key for.
Yeah. I found one actually.
I actually found one little thing.
I haven't found one key.
I've had 2. I've had one for a Cabal thing. And I had one for just like random little like mini event. But I haven't unlocked the chest yet for it. It's that platform that has that like where we have to get ascended for.
Yeah.
It's the platform to the right, not the one on the left.
Gotcha.
I have the key for that one out there.
Oh, you do? Cool.
They probably have no idea what we're talking about.
Maybe.
Maybe. If they played the game, they might know.
Yeah.
But
definitely have to have played the game to understand anything.
Another side note, another cool thing about the new questing system is that like pretty much all the new exotics except for a few are like they're not RNG based anymore. There's quests for it to get them all.
I love that.
They're taking more luck out of the game and making you earn things, which is what people have wanted.
Yeah.
I actually earned my first exotic from year 2. Forgot what it's called, but I got that from RNG from
the Zalo Supercell.
Yeah. Pretty cool gun. Looks kind of stupid, but it's really cool.
I think it looks awesome.
It looks cool when you're looking at it, but in first person it kind of looks dumb because I'm like a fully like pimped out space marine and I have like this AK-47 basically. But
yeah, my guy looks pretty cool right now.
Yeah,
not gonna lie.
Definitely, that is definitely a thing Destiny has always gotten well. Is for the most part, your guy looks cool, which I'm really into that.
Yep.
So.
Arguably one of the most important aspects to a game.
Absolutely.
It's how you look.
You have to look cool in a RPG for sure. Like that is a thing you have to have. I think we talked about that in our perfect RPG discussion. That was like my number one thing.
Dude, I'd love to explore Pluto in Destiny and just go through like icy mountains and stuff.
That'd be kind of
awesome.
cool.
Kind of like Hoth of Destiny.
I wonder if we'll go out that far.
Be awesome.
I want to go to different
That'd be
galaxies.
cool. That's the first planet you go to in Destiny 2.
Destiny 2 will be like different galaxies to travel to and stuff.
We got like a crazy beacon call from. It'd be cool if Pluto's like actually has a thriving civilization on Pluto of like just like what
if like Xur's people
Eskimos or
there?
something like space Eskimos. And what if Xur's hanging out there? But it's like his vacation home on Pluto. But they just get attacked by like either a new enemy or a familiar enemy, and you have to like go there for the first part of Destiny 2. It'd be so cool. Like we said, we don't want to talk about sequel too much, so we're talking about our first impressions of Taken King. But if you like first mission starts off, you like literally have to fly to Pluto and like fight ships on the way.
Maybe one day they will put that in.
That'd be so
I would
cool.
love a space battle.
That would be pretty cool.
I was like in the back of my mind, I was hoping because the new cutscene kind of opens up in space.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I really wish I was in this battle right now.
Yeah.
Just
I hear you.
blowing things up.
Definitely was epic. But yeah,
but no, ships are still just loading timers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, it's this 2.0 update has added so much cool stuff in terms of like the exotic blueprints. That's something that's pretty new. That's very handy that you can actually dismantle, you know, your exotics and have an opportunity to get them back, you know, if you like really need them in the future. Same with all that stuff. Like we were talking about the questing system, it's like an actual RPG now. You can like track quest, see how you're doing, actually have storylines and rewards, just like, you know, Jacob was saying with the exotic one. So it's basically, as far as I know, every complaint I had with Destiny and you know, every complaint the mass majority had has been fixed.
Yeah.
So that's really all I don't know we can really say right now in terms of all the new stuff, because it's all been, you know, every complaint we had that I'm sure we've even talked about on our podcast, complaints we've had, I'm pretty sure it's all been fixed. I can't really think of anything that I think the only thing is dropping in at different areas on patrol. That's like the only thing.
If
I
we
think
could pick where we wanted, which specific area we could drop into to start.
I feel like that's the only thing, and a map. I feel like a map would be cool to figure out where you're going. I think those are really the only two things that I really think need to be added. But who knows, that could maybe come in the future. But yeah, Taken Games definitely got me excited for the next DLC coming out for it. DLC pack coming out. So
I think the biggest thing for me is that every time I log on now, I always know there's something that I need to do.
Yeah.
And there's so much content now, so
yeah,
like it's gonna last till maybe past the next DLC. So I'm excited about that.
Not that, like, you know, Garrett said earlier, not that I enjoy the game, but like Garrett, I'm not like, you know, absolutely obsessed with it. It's definitely very addicting, and I really enjoy the game and stuff. I definitely want to get back to Metal Gear at some point this week, because Destiny has kind of taken over my life this week.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just people that are, you know, claiming that, you know, it's too expensive, or, you know, you're not getting good value, you haven't played it. So, and if you actually feel that way, I would love to hear why. So if you're one of those people, please let us know in the comments below. Because I would definitely like to, you know, understand why people that have, you know, complaints with either the length or the content of this DLC, or feel like they had been gypped, you know, out of the first game. I would definitely like to understand the reasoning of people behind that, because I'm quite satisfied with everything that's been released so far. I do believe the 2 first expansion packs, the Dark Below, I do feel like the story missions were kind of lacking. That's why I was just...
Especially the Dark Below.
Yeah.
There's 3.
Yeah. That was pretty lacking, but I feel like I did definitely got, you know, my money was well spent, just due to the amount of time, and you know, I've invested into this character, and I want to see him keep going and doing everything that Bungie's giving us and stuff. Yes, Bungie is, you know, they've made mistakes and stuff, but just the core game of Destiny, I knew it's just so good, and it has so much potential. That's why I just keep writing it out, and you can just see the vision that they had probably in the beginning, the vision that everybody had in the beginning is finally coming to life, and we're finally seeing like how great this game can be.
Right.
And if like I said in the beginning, if you ever doubted this game and stuff, I feel like now is a really good time to hop in and see, you know, what everybody's talking about. This is like the #1 streamed game on Twitch right now and stuff. Like, people, this is not a
when those
game.
raids came out on, you know, Friday,
thriving. Yeah,
the only thing that was beating it was League of Legends. Like,
really?
There were like thousands and thousands.
I thought at a
people.
point it beat League of Legends by like
it might have
slightly,
maybe like right when it came out.
Yeah. But
I was watching at one point the guy who actually got world first on Twitch for this raid, and at one point he had like, I think 80,000 people watching him.
Holy crap!
Wow.
So that's pretty impressive.
That's insane.
Yeah, seriously.
Only League of Legends and like Dota put up more numbers than that.
Wow.
Holy crap.
For one channel.
But yeah, we like Destiny.
Yeah, I definitely want to also hear what people also like about Taken King, if you guys have played it. Stuff we might have missed.
Yeah.
And also other ideas you guys have. I know we had our sequel talk. I don't recall if we had any. I think we might have had a couple comments on the sequel podcast, but
yeah,
I do want to hear other ideas people have, because I mean, we think of stuff that we think is cool, but you guys might have thought of stuff that we didn't even think about that's like really awesome.
Yeah.
So we want to hear that stuff from you guys for sure.
Absolutely.
Yep. Come join us in the It's Obvious Gaming clan.
Yes, please. That link is going to be below.
It will be.
Check it out. Thanks, guys.